Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, the rapid fire gabbing.
Yeah. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This my man Beans.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, I hope everybody having a good holidays out there. Christmas is almost upon us. So I hope all y'all kitties been good. Santa Claus can bring y'all some gifts. Otherwise, y'all getting some cold. Beans, you know what my father used to tell me? He used to tell me if you was being bad, he said, Santa Claus didn't just give you, he didn't just give you coal. He would heat the coals up and get the hot ash from them and throw them in your eyes. That's what my dad used to tell me.
It sounds like something I would tell my kids.
He says, this is what he would say. He said, when you go to sleep tonight, if you open your eyes and get up out of bed, if Santa Claus see you, he's not gonna be like cheerful for you. He's gonna throw ash in your eyes and burn your eyes out.
You take that gift serious.
I was like, dude, I used to keep my eyes shut so tight it hurt.
I would get a headache in the morning.
Yes, I would get a headache from it.
How you feeling, son? Terrified?
I was scared, dude. I literally was thinking Santa Claus is right here. Like, yeah, I wish you would open your fucking eyes out. Throw it at your ass.
Flicking cigarettes in your face.
I said, so give y'all forewarning. Do not tell your kids that. If you don't want them to go to sleep, you want them to tire their ass out, feed them with a whole bunch of carbs, and then put them to sleep. That's how you knock a kid out. You don't sit there and put fear of life, of death in them. You know what I mean?
Fear mongering.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate everybody rocking with us. Today's episode is called How to Deal with a Controlling Girlfriend. Now, Beans, you know I'm a movie goer, and I come across this movie. I want to start finding movies that kind of little clips that we can go ahead and analyze and get something from. All right. Now, this movie's called Don Juan. You ever seen this one?
I've never seen Don Juan.
Okay,
I've heard of it.
Don Juan was this guy who he was, very clean, almost like a Guido. Okay, you know what a Guido is? Okay, Jersey Shore type dude.
Yeah.
All right, and he's dating this girl, or he ends up meeting this girl that he thinks is the girl of his dreams, but ends up finding that she's not the girl of his dreams. The girl of his dreams is actually a girl he wouldn't even thought about being with.
Ain't that how life goes sometimes, though?
Yeah.
The one girl you pass over.
Yeah,
and one guy these women pass over.
I feel like Don Juan had a lot of layers that it probably went over a lot of people's heads. So we're gonna watch a clip from this showing you how not to be when you're dealing with a controlling girlfriend. All right, let's get into it. So the scene is him and his girlfriend, his new girlfriend, is at the grocery store.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, babe.
I don't know which ones to get, baby. What do you think?
Oh, it depends, really. You're gonna drill into your wall?
Uh-huh.
You don't have a drill, do you?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Listen, my dad's got a pretty good one. If you want me, I can borrow his. I'll do it for you.
Oh, you're gonna drill into my wall for me, huh?
Whatever you want. Yeah. Listen, you decide what color. I'm gonna meet you at the registers. Just want to pick up a few things in cleaning products, okay?
What? Where you going?
What?
Where you going?
Nah, I'm almost at a Swiffer pads. I'm just gonna pick a few up.
What pads? What?
The Swiffer.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know a Swiffer?
What is that?
Seriously?
No.
Oh, babe, it's the best. You gotta try it. What do you do for your floors? You got those nice floors in your place. What do you mop?
No.
What do you do?
I sweep it up with a broom.
No, I mean to really clean it.
I don't know. The housekeeper does it.
Oh, right. Yeah. Listen, I'll just be a second, okay?
No, but come here.
What?
You're not gonna go buy a mop right now. It's embarrassing, okay?
Oh, babe, I told you it's not a mop. It's these pads.
I don't care. You shouldn't be doing your own housework anyway.
Why not?
Pause. Now, before when it was all cuddled up, it was cool. Me personally, I ain't really for a whole bunch of public signs of affection
Nah.
in front of in just public places. Girls like that type of stuff, hold their hand and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He even offered to help her out to fix whatever she needed fixed in her apartment.
Mhm.
Cool with that. Showing his manly, I got some skills in the carpenter department. But then he goes and says, hey, I got to go get some stuff for cleaning. She tries to control the situation and tells him, hey, nah, what are you doing? You don't need to be doing that. Bitch, why are you telling me what I need to be doing?
I wouldn't even walk back. I would say, I'll be right back.
But see, she did it smooth, like, wait, hold on, come here. I'm thinking she want to get another kiss, something like that. Watch how this plays out, Beans.
Because you're a grown man. I mean, you should be cleaning your own floors.
Oh, I enjoy doing it.
Look, you know what? I'll call Rosa for you. She'll do your place.
Who?
Rosa, my cleaning lady. She's great.
Oh, babe, no. Thanks, but I like doing it myself.
What, you kidding me? Come on, you don't got to be doing that.
Nah, babe, she won't do it right anyway. You got to vacuum my carpet a certain way or else it looks
Don't talk about vacuuming in front of me. Come on.
Why? What's wrong?
Why?
Two things now. One, if you notice, she tried to tell him what a man not supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's strike one. The second thing is trying to tell him what he can and can't. Don't be talking about that around me.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it's not sexy. That's why.
Babe, you're not listening to me. I like my place, okay? I'm proud of it. I like to take care of it.
I don't care. We're not having this discussion right now.
No, listen, there's only a few things I really care
We're
about.
not talking about this anymore.
I would have been like, no, what, you right. We ain't gotta talk about this shit ever again. I want to watch it.
I wouldn't have said nothing. I'd be like, you cool? Yeah, you're right. I'd have let her, would have went and did whatever she gonna do, grab what she needed to grab. I'd have drove her to her house. And when she got out the car, I'd have rolled the window down and said, yeah, you're right. Hey, you can lose my number. We ain't got to talk again. I swerved off on her. Now, you see right here.
Fine, let's drop it.
Good.
He drops it because she said to drop it. That right there, she could. Now she goes right back to being that soft. Oh, you're gonna do what I say. I'm gonna be cuddly.
When we're living together, you're not gonna be doing any cleaning. Come on.
See, now the problem with fellas is, Beans, a lot of guys get fooled by a woman controlling the situation, telling you what you can and can't do, but then using seductive tactics of kissing, trying to be real, feminine, or not feminine, but like, it's gonna be okay talking in a little higher pitched tone
and make it sound good.
But the result was she's gonna be telling you what you can and can't do. And now she's happy because you've done what she told you to do, like a good little boy. Listen, fellas, you need to understand something. Oh, let me pause this. It's not about pleasing her. You have to please yourself. You can do right by her and still hold your dignity as a man, but she is not in control of you. Okay?
Especially your space.
Your own space. Think about this. If she's already doing that and in that scene, they're not living together. She's trying to control you and they're not living together.
I'm like, yo, dirty ass trying to tell me not to mop my floor?
Exactly. Saying you're beneath that. Well, wait a minute. Why am I beneath? So if I'm beneath cleaning my own place to keep it clean because I respect it, then you're telling me you think you're above cleaning. Mm-hmm. So what you're telling me is when we get married or we live together, you're not going to be doing any cleaning.
Exactly.
That's what you're telling me. And I'm not, me, Beans. I can't deal with a woman who don't like to clean.
Mm-mm. And And it's crazy because most women would like their man to clean.
Exactly.
And this one does. It's not manly. What?
I know guys who really take a lot of pride in their place, and they like to keep it.
Yeah. Tell that to the military. It's not manly to clean.
That's what I'm saying. I know dudes who, especially like their car and stuff. I know a lot of guys who take real pride in their car. They keep it clean at all times. And touche, do your thing. But if you like doing something and you find a girl who wants to tell you that, oh, that's dumb, you shouldn't be doing it, get out of here. It's no different than video games. If you like video games and you like video games before you met her, and you still want to, it's only if you want to do this. If you want to keep playing video games, fuck what she telling you.
Exactly. I know women say, you know what? I know where he at. There's worse things he could be doing.
Exactly. I ain't at the club. I ain't sitting there, doing gambling, nothing. I'm just playing the game. But you got to really watch because controlling girlfriends, they do it very slightly. They do it very conniving where you don't realize it's happening because men, a lot of times you want to keep the peace. So you're like, yo, calm down. It ain't that serious. We can, okay, cool. Yeah. Because we as men way out is something worth fighting for. Yeah. Fighting about.
Yeah. Is it worth ruining the night?
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm guilty of it.
Because the end night result, what do you want to happen?
Get them cheeks.
Get the cheeks. Or just be at peace. I don't want to be arguing. I don't want to have to be fighting. I don't have to be,
I want to go to sleep.
Kicking
tonight.
a bitch out.
I want to go to sleep tonight.
Exactly. I don't want to be woke up in the middle of the night saying, so what did you mean when you said?
Can I ask you a question? I'm like, what the hell?
Huh? I mean, are you asleep? I mean, I was until you didn't hear me snoring.
I was like, you heard me snoring.
You woke me up.
Babe, well, since you sleep, sitting there elbowing you, babe.
Like, yeah. Well, since you up now, that's how they do you. But yeah, you can't have that type of energy. And if you watch this movie as it progresses, she gets more and more controlling. She does it very slightly at first, but then she gets to where she starts being disrespectful in public and start to cuss at him in public and do different things. And then she breaks up with him because she finds one flaw, which is he liked porn. He used to watch, porn on the internet on his laptop, and she caught him about to jerk off. And she got all pissy and mad, and then she caught him again, and then that's when they broke up. Some women do have a problem with that. I don't know. It's a controlling thing. You shouldn't have a problem with if this is the thing. The only time I would ever have a problem with something on my significant other is if I felt it controlled them.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know how to say no to it and it's controlling your life, then I'm gonna have an issue with it. And I'm gonna tell you need to let that go.
Yeah, if she told me if I want to make it 10 times worse.
Yeah, like if she was like an example, let's say my girl had a shopping addiction. And I'm seeing that she's in super huge credit card debt, and then next thing I know, I come in the house and she's trying to rush and give me a hug real quick. Oh, what's going on? And then I go to the back. She just logged out of her computer was on whatever website she always buying stuff on. I'm gonna say something. I'm like, yo, you're in the issue and you're still doing this. You don't see the problem?
You gotta go.
But I think what it is for women is they take it as if you're watching porn, which more than likely usually the women in porn look better than the women that you're dealing with, because this is like they're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the top notch, physically looking people.
They picked them out and stuff.
They picked them out. They ain't just getting any old body. They getting the top near. Okay, so and porn is a fantasy for you.
It's not real.
It takes you to a place that you really don't be at in real life. So just like video games, a fantasy is always going to be better than the reality, because you can create it the way you want it to be.
Exactly.
So women, I think, get mad because they're like, one, I'm right here. You can have this.
I'm not enough.
That's it. Am I enough? And the answer is yes, you are enough for this category. But this other category, I might need something else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think the guys are kind of going with. I don't know. But now that we got that out the way, and y'all can put in the comments if y'all feel differently or what we said. I want to go into some of these video reactions, bro. I want you to I found some funny reactions, of some radio show hosts doing some funny reactions and calling up some people. So let's get right into it. Which one do we want to do? Let's do this one. Let me pause this up. All right.
Hello?
Hi, is Paul there?
This is he.
Hey, what's up, Paul? How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Oh, this is actually the one I said I wasn't gonna do, but fuck.
Okay. Sorry, who is this?
My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi. How can I help you?
Well, I'm calling you
So
today because
bland.
one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
What?
It was about your laugh and how sexy it is. A lot of it was about your laugh.
Okay. Thanks for calling. I'm not really interested in like just one of those prank call shows. It's
No,
very.
this is not.
Like I'm not very interested.
Paul, I promise this is not a prank phone call. They really did compliment your laugh in the email. It's actually from a girl that you went on a date with. Her name is Eileen.
All right. Yeah.
And Eileen sent us an email about you because she really enjoyed the time that you spent together, but now you're not calling her back after your date. So she wanted us to get you on the phone and find out what went wrong.
Oh boy. Seems like an odd way to do this. I don't really see how that's any of your business.
Well, I mean, I guess technically it's not really, but Eileen sort of made it our business because she asked us to call you. She just wants to know why you won't go out with her again. Can you give us anything?
Before we get any further,
I wish I could see what these people look like.
What do you feel about doing that? What do you feel about somebody ghosted you or you got ghosted and going the lengths of calling a radio show to find out what happened to them? Because I've been ghosted before. And to this day, I do not know what happened to this girl.
Haven't I been ghosted?
And the thing about it is, this was so crazy about it. We messed around.
Mm-hmm.
This girl, when I say she put on the full court press on me, she brought me the second time we messed around. She brought me a gift pack of stuff, like a basket of things that you could tell like from like Dollar Tree or whatever. But it was like it was like socks, it was candy, it was
That's a win.
Like I was like, yo, this girl is. I've never had a girl do that for like off the rip. So I'm like, yo, and when I say, yeah, she was, and so I'm just like, this girl might be the one. We hung out one other time, and then I never heard from her again. And when I say I never heard from her again, I texted her, I called her, I for like a week, nothing, no response, nothing. So in my mind, to make my ego feel good, she died. She had to die.
Or you might have been the side dude.
And that could have been the case too. But in my reality, she died. She got hit by a bus and instantly died. And that's what I'm going to stick with. But I want to know, how would you feel would you ever go this far to find out what happened to the person?
No.
What
I don't care enough. That's why I don't care enough.
have you ghosted somebody?
I've ghosted people before.
What have you ghosted somebody, and what was the strongest links that they've gone? Have they ever gone on a radio show?
Never gone on a radio show. They've asked like my siblings, like, why won't he, like they found my siblings and were like, yo, why don't he talk to me no more? So they've done that. I'm like, yeah, don't talk to that girl ever again.
Okay, let's get it.
It's because she's not a good person.
What?
We talked to her and she sounded like a great person.
Well, I went on a date with her, and I'm sorry, I don't see myself having a future with someone who's a murderer.
Wow, you went from bad person to murderer.
Whoa, murderer?
Look, you called me. What do you want?
I just would love to know how you figured out that Eileen is a murderer. That's a big claim.
Did you see her on like America's Most Wanted or something?
Look, she's very engaging and charming. We went out. We had a good dinner. We went back to her place. She invited me in. I don't normally say yes on the first date, but I was having a great time.
Yeah.
And then we went into her place, and she had a stuffed goose on the wall.
What? I thought you were going to say like there was a dead body in the freezer or something.
There was a dead body hanging on the wall.
Yo,
That is a pet peeve of mine. People who love animals to that extreme.
to where they literally compare them to humans.
Yeah, that I'm like,
This is my thing.
it's a dog.
I can't really equate to that because I grew up. My father's a hunter. He fishes. So like in our basement, we had for the longest time we had a stuffed fox that he killed. He had a stuffed bass that he like it was a picture. It was like of what a bass he did catch. And it was some other stuff. He's a huge hunter. He kills deer all the time. So it was never nothing for me to see. I used to go to some of his friends' house and they would have, racks of deer and
On the wall?
yeah, elk and all that kind of stuff. So
My grandfather was a hunter too, man. So
it's just, I think what it is it's not only showing like what you've done, but also honoring the animal, like how beautiful it looks.
yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
And I asked her about it, and she told me she's a hunter, right? And she went hunting, found that thing, hunted it down, tracked it down, killed it in cold blood. And this is not funny.
I mean, besides you being attacked by an animal in the wilderness, what other way is there to kill something but cold blood?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. It just
There were
you can see how it kind of sounds that way because you called her a murderer and then you're telling us because
she is a murderer. Okay. Animal lives mean a lot to me.
But there's a lot of people that hunt for food and for recreation.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who hunt, and fine, that's their life. They can live that way if they want to. I'm not going to be involved with someone who does, and I'm certainly not going to be involved with someone who hunts just to put them up on their wall like trophies.
What I want to know is, does he eat meat?
He doesn't sound like he does.
No, he doesn't. It sounds like his balls ain't dropped either.
Boar's head in there. There were ducks, like being in a horror movie. Okay, I have no interest in dating a butcher. All right, I have no interest in dating a murderer.
That's
You can
literally
laugh
what a
on-
butcher does.
He just cut up animal meat
and put it in the freezer.
You want animals are lives too, and she's a murderer. You take a life, no matter what, you're a murderer. You can tell her that. You can tell her that's why we're not having a second date.
all right, well, you know
angry.
what, Paul? I don't actually have to tell her that you think she's a murderer because she's on the line listening and probably would love to talk to you right now.
Now, this is the whole thing. That's fucked up that now she's been listening to you. But you say what you want to say about somebody, you gotta stand on it.
You gotta stand 10 toes down on it.
But my thing is this. If somebody on a radio show called me about, like, if they say, hey, your friend Beans called and he says that there's a situation he's pissed off about, you owe him money or something like that, right? First off, before I even start talking shit about you in the situation, I'm going to be like, well, okay, where's he at?
I know, right? I would have naturally assumed you were
like you're in the studio or something. That's what I'm thinking. Is he there?
Well, yeah, tell him to pick up. Talk to him real quick.
Why you blowing our shit up on, whatever.
Are you freaking serious? You're calling me a murderer because I like to hunt?
Yeah, I am.
I love it.
I just don't understand. You were at my house. Why didn't you say something then? You literally said, "Oh, cool."
I was being polite, okay? I was being polite because I wanted to leave as quickly as possible. I don't know if you're going to kill one animal, maybe you'll kill another one.
So wait, Paul, you left because you were scared of her?
I left because I was disgusted that she would take a life, yes.
I mean, honestly, it's not like I was killing like an elephant. It's a fucking goose. They're vermin. Literally, you have to hunt them. Otherwise, they will cause problems like airplane crashes and car crashes. I'm doing everyone a favor. I'm saving tax dollars. You should be thanking me.
It's a lot of tough talk from someone who has to hang birds on their wall to feel good about themselves.
Damn, he coming with fighting words, man. He coming with fighting words.
He's the hunter, but he shot shots.
I don't hang birds on my wall to feel good about myself. I do it because I love natural history and I love the idea of being proud of what I can do in my culture and my past. It's way more
You
beautiful
love
than just
natural
ordering a
history
sausage
so
pizza.
much that you're just going to go out and kill it? That makes a lot of sense.
I just think it's disgusting that you would criticize and judge me based on something that brings me so much joy and happiness. My father took me hunting. It's a part of my happiest memories. Every time I look at the boar on the wall, I think about how great my childhood was. You know, probably how you feel about, like, I don't know, douching yourself or something.
Douching yourself.
Oh,
like spraying shit up your ass, I guess. I don't know.
I can't handle that.
That was the kind of discourse I expect from a murderer.
Oh my God.
Because you are a murderer. I stood in your living room. I saw the bodies of defenseless animals staring at me. Have you ever made eye contact with these animals? I'm sure you haven't. You think you have, but you haven't. You haven't looked into their souls and seen the pain on their faces when their lives were taken by some woman with daddy issues who went out to go hunt just to
Damn.
feel good about her.
Damn, he going in on her ass.
did you know this animal personally that she
That's
killed?
what I'm like, yeah, was this your pet growing up? Like, what's going on?
Are you kidding me? Grow some f***ing balls, dude. Like, have you ever even held a gun? Do you even know what you're talking about? Or are you just speaking out of your ass?
I'll tell you, it takes a lot more to save a life rather than take a life, okay? You ever think about it when you stick a gun in those animals' faces, that they have families, that they're just like people? They have lives that you're destroying just so you can have some decorations in your living room?
Oh my God, Paul, thank you so much. You've made it so clear for me. I really get it now. Yeah, because the last time I saw a f***ing goose build a skyscraper like a human did, or the last time I saw a goose like solve a math problem like a human did, yeah, they're just like humans. The next one I see, I'll nickname it Paul, and I'll remember that it has a soul before I kill it.
Damn. Look, this is the sad part about dating. If it don't work out, you come instant enemies.
You pull no punch. Oh, everybody, they come with the haymakers.
Yes.
Hey, that leads me to my question. Paul, would you like to go out on a second date with Eileen? We will pay
I do
for
not
it.
want to go on a second date with him.
Well, I know. I just thought I'd ask him.
You sure made a lot of phone calls trying to get a hold of me if you don't want to go on a second date with me. There's a lot of
Yeah, and leave it to a pussy like you to not even respond. I should have known. Only a little girl wouldn't respond. A real
You
man
need
would
to
have been
kill
like,
animals to
nah,
feel
bitch.
good about yourself, and you need to get a radio station to find you a man. Wonderful. You're a real tough hero.
Whatever. Enjoy your f***ing easy bake oven, you little bitch.
I like her.
Paul, thank you for your time. Are you still there?
Oh my
Eileen, I think
God.
you scared him off.
Oh, you guys, this is so. Oh, I'm so mad. Like, I wasted wine on that idiot.
Listen, man. I don't even know how the first date went well, because as soon as she, like, you would have thought maybe during the date, when she, wherever the restaurant they was at or whatever event they was at, they was talking, and she would have said, "I'm an avid hunter. I like hunting."
Yeah, like brought up
something
hobbies and stuff.
like, and he would have been like, "Oh, I don't,
Well, what's up with all these animals on the wall?"
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so what do you do for fun? Like, that would have came up to where,
I like to kill stuff.
knowing when I come into, before I even come in the house, I would have known. Okay, then bitch like to shoot.
You know what he reminded me of? Remember Ace Ventura, Pet Detective?
Yes.
When the dude brought him into that hunting room.
Oh, and he was
said,
like,
"Let me show you." Yeah.
Yes.
This is a lovely room of death, and he walks away.
Because he loved animals.
Yeah, that's exactly. I would have called him. She said, "Enjoy your easy bake oven."
Okay, now this one, let's do this one. Now this one,
How are you, man? This is
hold on, let me get this big on y'all for you. Pause. So this one I love.
Hello?
I was looking for Trevor.
This is Trevor. What are you?
Trevor, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What is that?
That is a radio show.
Jubal is your name?
Yes, it is. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning. What can I do for
Good
you?
morning. Well, I actually have a question about a date that you went on. One of our listeners emailed us about you. And I'll just get to brass tacks. I can tell you're a business kind of guy.
Yeah, he straight to the point here.
Okay, whatever. Do what you need to do.
All right. So here's the deal. You recently went out with a girl named Heather. You remember going out with Heather?
I do remember going out with Heather, yes. Why are you asking me about it now?
Well, because Heather emailed us saying that after your date, which was the most romantic date she's ever been on, by the way, after your date, you stopped texting her and she's wondering why.
Wow. That's a real grown-up move there, Heather.
What?
Ah.
Wait, I don't get it. Like, are you upset by that? Are you being sarcastic or?
That she emailed the radio station to complain about why I'm not calling her after our date.
It wasn't a complaint.
Not to complain about it. She's just like in the dark.
That's exactly what you're doing. Is complaining about it. Like y'all trying to sugarcoat it for her, but yeah, that's what that is.
She doesn't know why you stopped talking to her.
Mm-hmm. Well, all I can say is I'm good there.
And this is the thing I want to say. A lot of women have this in them where they're like, I gotta know why, what's the issue. And the thing about it is sometimes ignorance is bliss. I don't know what it is, but as a man, I created that this girl died for me. I'm cool with it. I didn't search it out. I didn't go. That was the moment in time for me and that girl, and that was it. I moved on. I ain't think about her since we started talking about this. Women cannot do that.
They gotta know.
They gotta know. And the fucked up part about it is, whatever they thought it was, it's always worse.
And they can't accept the worst answer.
Exactly. So why not just make up something in your mind? He's gay and move on. You know what I'm saying? To make yourself feel better.
You're good there.
What? Wait, you're telling me that you're good there and you put that much effort into a first date?
We talked to Heather and she told us about the date you took her on, the private meal on a rooftop with all of her favorite foods made by private chefs. That's a lot to do for a lady.
That's kind of just what I do.
That's what you do on all your first dates?
No, it's just kind of what I do in life. It's little details are important, and if you can ace the details, then you're going to ace the test.
Okay, so
it's not.
Now I do like that. He says it ain't that it was extravagant. This is just what I do. I find the details of what people like and I exploit them.
Test.
So this wasn't even that crazy of a first date for you.
For me, no.
For her,
it was. For her, yes.
Right. Okay.
But I knew it would be that way, and it was all by design.
Okay, wait. I'm confused. The way she described you, you were charming, you were romantic, and right now you're coming off as kind of a smug a-hole.
Well, you call me in the middle of my business day in a situation like this. I'm not going to be particularly happy about it.
All right.
Okay,
so we can get you on the phone as quick as possible if you wouldn't mind just telling us why you're not wanting to talk to her.
Look, we had a lovely time, and I got what I wanted out of the date.
You got what you wanted out of it, but you didn't even kiss her at the end. What did you want out of it?
Dinner? If you must know, I did it for a business deal.
What? You did it for a business deal going out with her.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I sometimes do business with her father.
Yeah, she told us that.
And sometimes in a deal, the numbers can all line up and it can all look great, but it's really the personal touch that closes. And this guy clearly had a soft spot for his daughter. She was a good-looking gal. He mentioned that it might be a good idea that I date her. So I called her up and I took her on the best date of her life.
So you're telling me that you used her as a stepping stone in your little effing career?
I'm not saying that, no. But I will tell you that 2 days later, I closed the deal.
You are oh my.
Now I want to ask you, Beans, would you be mad if you found out a girl ghosted you? Y'all had an amazing date, the best date you've ever been on. She gave you everything that you could like possibly imagine. from a date for a first date. You're like, yo, this girl might be it. And then she never talks to you again. And you find out later that you were just a pawn in her game of achieving a bigger goal, which was, some type of deal or something like that. Would you be so pissed off? Are you, because this is my question is, are you pissed off that she used you as a pawn, or are you pissed off because it was such a great date and then you realize like,
I think I'd be more pissed off that I got used for a pawn.
Okay.
Forget the date. I can care less about that.
Okay, would you be mad if your girl, okay, let's say you went on an amazing date and she gave you the cheeks and you realize, and she tells you later that the reason she did all that was to make someone else jealous or get her boyfriend back or something like that. And then she went back with her boyfriend. Would you care?
No.
Because you be like, well, it was good while it lasted.
Amazing. I walk around, you a lucky man, bro. Like everywhere they went, y'all. Man,
if you ever fuck up, I'm
telling, listen, I had to go home and sleep after all that.
Guys we don't feel like, I think we so used to being played by women that we not even tripping if like, yo, okay, if I got something out of it, I'm cool.
Yep, happen again. All right.
Because you know why? Guys don't mind. We don't like to burn bridges.
No.
Because we never know which side our bread gonna be buttered on. So we might need to leave it open just to be like, yo, you never know. It might be 3 years later she come back to you. That's how they do it. Sometimes they flip
time.
We got drunk and what about it? Let's do that again. I guess.
Come on in.
So,
once the money comes
so you took her out just to close a deal with her father?
Not just to close the deal. We had a nice time. She had a nice time, I'm sure. It wasn't a wasted night in her life.
Yes, it was. You were texting her afterwards and you couldn't wait to see her again. You played with her emotions. You totally let her on. You're a total
Jeez, Brooke.
Look, you can call me names all you want, but I'm just being honest with you guys. You called me, and I'm the one closing multi-million-dollar deals on a regular basis.
Yeah, but you didn't have to like. I mean, couldn't you just go, yeah, sure, I'll go out with your daughter and take her on a regular date and not try to be super romantic about it?
So I should take her on a date?
I guess.
Hey, I don't know.
I mean, that's technically what they're saying. If you're gonna get, my thing is this: if you're gonna use somebody, why you're gonna be used, let's say that it's guaranteed. Would you rather be used and go on an amazing experience that you can like always look back at, or a mediocre experience, or just an experience that's like average?
I'm going on an amazing experience.
Yeah, if I'm gonna get used, why not be amazing?
Get all the experience you want, man.
Oh, they closed down the whole goddamn restaurant for us. Like, oh, we went, go-karting, and we went to, jump off a plane. I don't know.
Like, yep, I know a guy.
That's it.
Maybe you just don't use his daughter at all, and you're actually a good businessman, and you make a deal without having to use somebody's daughter in the process of it.
Listen, sweetheart, in business, you do whatever you need to do to close the deal, okay? I close the deal. The day that you're doing things like that, you can come talk to me, but I'm the one who knows my business. And by the way, her dad offered her up. So I'm going to take advantage of that.
It's not a bonus structure, you
Oh, my God.
You are an asshole. He didn't offer me up. Oh, my God.
Boy.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on here?
Trevor, that's Heather. She's actually on the other line listening and wanted to talk to you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
You f***ing used me. You took me on this romantic dinner. You told me all these things that you loved about me, how you wanted to see me again. Like, what the hell was that? That was...
And you had a great time, right?
Yeah, I had a great time because I believed you really liked me.
I do like you, Heather, but that doesn't mean I'm going to marry you. That doesn't mean that we're obligated to have anything beyond that night.
Oh, man.
You are the biggest ass I have ever met in my entire life. I've never met someone as awful as you, ever.
I don't really have much of a response to that. All I can say is that at the end of the day, ask yourself this question. Were you going home with me if I asked you?
Just by the pause.
No.
She is.
That's
He's
all there is
laughing
to
like,
me,
yo.
right? At the end of the night, if I wanted to take you home with me, I 100% could have, and I didn't. I didn't even kiss you. I respectfully ended the night with you. So when it comes down to it, I was a true gentleman, no matter what you might think about.
He got a point. Ladies, he got a point. Whether a guy chooses to be in a relationship with you, marriage, move on in life with you, or just go home and never call you again. If a man takes you out on a date, provides an experience to you, brings you joy and happiness for that moment, and then ends the night respectfully by taking you home, making sure you're safe, not taking advantage of your body, there's nothing you can really say. You might not like the end result that he didn't want to pursue you. That's a you problem. You got to be willing to say, you know what? He was a gentleman.
That's what dating is.
Women need to understand too. Do you think men genuinely like being gentlemen? You think men like to open doors and pull out chairs? No, we are doing that out of respect to you because we want to be looked at in your favor. I want to protect you. I want to make sure you're good. That's all true and dandy. But a true gentleman, you know what I mean? He does it. But if he knew that there was no reward for being a gentleman, do you think men would be gentlemen? That's why there aren't that many gentlemen out there, because they realize a lot of guys aren't getting the reward of being a gentleman. It's some of the guys who getting the reward are the biggest assholes.
Yeah. Like Dave Chappelle said, if we could have sex with you in a cardboard box, we would.
It's going down.
Yeah.
Meet me at the club.
We wouldn't try to get
Really,
the guys home.
really, you were a gentleman by wasting my time just to get a business deal with my father.
Now, this is another thing I don't like. When women say, oh, you wasting my time because you don't want to be with them. Guess what? You ain't got nothing else to do. No one was taking you out. You weren't. What were you going to do? Sit at home and pet your cat? You weren't going to do anything. I gave you an amazing experience. Accept the experience and move on. You had your time to shine. You had your 15 minutes of fame. Now go back to the apartments that you like. What's the name?
Yeah,
back to the apartments.
That's why she. That's probably why she's really mad. She had a taste of the
She
good
had a
life,
taste of the good life,
and then she had to go back.
Listen, when you get, and I've been guilty of this, when you give a woman an experience of real, just letting her be in her feminine, where she's just taken care of all which ways, right? They are putty in your hands. They are. When you're dressed right, smelling right, take her to the right environment, atmosphere, treating her kindly, making sure, being attentive to her needs and listening to her, letting her express herself. Man, it's only a matter of time before she gives in, and that's the real truth.
At what point did I sign a contract with you that gave me any obligation with you whatsoever?
You have an obligation just to be a good human being. Like, life is not business. You don't do this to people.
I never once treated you unkindly or disrespectfully until you called the radio station trying to call me out.
He's right.
Yeah.
No, he's not right.
He didn't
It's
treat her
totally-
badly when they went out.
He treated her like an object, okay? Whether he said it to her face or not, that's as disrespectful as you freaking get.
And this is why I say ignorance is bliss. Why do you need to know the answer why? Why do you need to know why it happened? The action is all that matters.
And that's the thing. She not accepting the answer. I used you to get in with the deal with your father.
Yes, and now
That's
you want to
it.
say I'm a horrible person. Well, guess what? If you would have left bygones be bygones and just accepted that you went on a great date with somebody and they never called you again, you could just always say, "Oh, that one guy that got away," or whatever. Whatever happened with him.
He didn't kiss her. He didn't do nothing. I can see if he banged her and then like straight ghosted her after that. I would kind of see that.
She'd have been used to that.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. She'd have been used to that because dudes done did that to her before.
Maybe that's what the real problem. He didn't try to like get her.
That's it.
He didn't try to get.
So
like,
now she has no leg to stand on. But she'll still find a way.
Oh my God, you idiot.
I'd like to go out on a
Yeah,
nice
but then
date.
you stopped texting me completely. So I don't really think that that's treating me well. Do you? Just leaving somebody hanging like that after taking them on an amazing
Yeah.
date? You couldn't even just be honest and be like, actually, I went out with you to close the deal. Like, I'm like,
Can I say something too? I think women got it confused. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Meaning, even if I don't want to deal with you, explaining that I don't want to deal with you is a waste of my time.
Mm-hmm.
I've done both. I've done where I ghosted a girl and never said nothing to her again, and it probably fucked her up because they need to know the answer why.
Or psychological damage.
But I've also done it where I've told the girl, you know what, this ain't gonna work out. I don't see this going nowhere. Well, why don't you see it going anywhere? Listen, it just don't feel. But there's something else. Listen, you're wasting. Now we're going into a whole bunch of what ifs and whys, and then guess what ends up happening? The same thing that's happening here. She cusses you out.
Yep.
You're a piece of shit. You're wasting my time. You're not, you know what? This is why I don't deal with fucking boys. I need to deal with men.
I need a real man.
Yeah, and all this other stuff. They come out the woodworks with show their true colors. When things don't go their way, you see the horns come out. Women can never lose respectfully and just say, cool, that's cool. Yeah, hey, I had fun.
Charge that to the game. He got me.
That's it. They will. Oh no, there's no charting to the game with women. They're like, okay, now I'm gonna find a way to ruin your life. Yeah.
have even respected that a little more, but I had to call a radio station and get them to talk to you. Give me a break. I'm going to tell my dad to pull the deal with you. Like,
Well, it's a little late to pull the deal. Deal's closed, so it's not going to happen.
And that's where it goes. When women are hurt or feel played, the first thing they do is try to figure out how they can get vengeance back.
I can hurt your pockets.
How can I hurt your pockets? How can I hurt your job? How can I hurt something that you care about? Because you hurt my feelings.
Dude, Trevor, how do you have like zero remorse whatsoever?
You know, I might feel a little bad about it, but when I open my bank account, I feel pretty good about how my business is going.
Oh my God, you narcissist.
Solid.
I feel sorry for you because you may say you have a bunch of money and you love your business, but you have no heart and no soul, and I pity you. You're going to end up alone.
Look, you never would have known about any of this if you hadn't done this whole thing that you're doing right now.
Told you.
I would have still been
You could
wondering.
have
I
had the
actually
fantasy for
really
the rest
like
of your
you.
life of the guy that you could have had, and whatever happened to him? Well, we sure had a nice time that night.
Why not try to have another nice time?
Oh,
Trevor,
that's
would you like to go out on a second date with Heather? I know you have money, but we'll pay for it.
Please don't even offer that. I don't want to go.
Are you sure?
You know what, Heather? I think there's another deal that might be good for your dad in a couple of months, so maybe we just wait until then.
Oh my God. You did not.
See, now you're playing with fire, my
Not-
man.
not
Because she knows what you look like. She will spend every aching hour to destroy you and take something that you care about.
Oh, Trevor, I can guarantee you my dad will not be doing any more deals.
See
with
what I
you.
mean?
Uh-huh.
Trevor, thank
She's
you for
like, Dad.
being brutally honest with us.
Anytime.
Oh my God, I just am angry.
Heather, I'm sorry you had to find out that you were just a pawn in his game of trying to get some business done with your dad.
Yeah.
I guess it goes to show you don't listen to your dad anymore.
Damn. So, I mean, that right there, cold-blooded.
I respect it.
I respect it. I really do. Because at this point, now, this next one I want you to see. This is probably going to be one of the last ones. Because I see you getting tired as hell. And I don't want the people to see you over here sleep.
You
They
know what?
probably
Let me
already
tell you
watched-
something. Let me tell you what I did. I messed up.
What?
We've been on this carnivore diet. And
oh God,
I went to a Christmas party. Let me tell you what I ate.
I know you ate. You didn't eat meat. I know that.
I ate one cookie,
and it fucked,
and one little scoop of macaroni and cheese. And my insulin is probably tearing me up inside right now. That's why I'm probably like
this
dozing.
just happened.
Yeah, that's where I came from.
Oh,
I was like, man, and I'm like, I didn't even eat that much.
Look, listen, man,
it's tearing me up.
Since I started the carnivore diet, I had one scoop of rice, and some cauliflower. I literally, when I got home, was out for like 6 hours.
Yes,
I was like,
and crazy thing is, it comes and goes. That's how I know. That's how I know it's the food, because I felt fine till like.
How much mac and cheese did you really have?
Wasn't even that much, like that much,
just to taste it.
Just to taste
and
it.
then one cookie.
It wasn't even that big. It was like this and this. Fucking
Really?
me up. Fucking me up.
That's just crazy. But see, you do have the sugar. So
oh yeah, that's probably why it's making it worse. Because I'm like, I feel fine, and next time I'm like,
yeah, you was.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Y'all don't even know, man. We putting in the midnight oil right now. With
yeah,
because he been ready to say this is a wrap. Let's go to sleep.
And the sad thing is, I didn't feel this way till I got here.
You sat in that seat, and that seat
I was
took
like-
a hold of you. Yeah, I was literally.
That's why I screwed up, man.
I was looking up some stuff for the episode and just for my girl and stuff. And next thing I know, all I hear is, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" No, I look up and you this dude, he had his phone in his hand. I was like, yo.
So if you're on the convo, don't ever cheat. Don't ever cheat. Because how many days have been doing it?
Like 5
days. And this is the first time I ever really.
And it does work. Like you do lose weight.
I lost 7 pounds off it so far.
Yeah.
And I'm like a pound a day. I tell you, I kid you not. Ain't that won't kick it. It just
like, and this is what. So when I was looking up the diet, it's like really what it is the golden age bodybuilder diet for the most part. It's high protein, high fat, low carb, right? You pretty much only eat like maybe once or twice a day, meats and eggs and stuff like that. Well, one day out of the week, they allow you to get carbs in, and you can eat heavy on the carbs. But if you're gonna go off the meat and just pause to eat just carbs, to eat some carbs, make it worth your while. Otherwise, because your body is going to react to it, and it's going to be like, "What is this?"
It really is. It is like my body. It's like,
jumped right on that.
It's like, yo, let's eat this.
Fuck this meat. Let me get this.
I honestly feel like, how I feel like when you eat like a Thanksgiving dinner and you just get a really bad itis.
Yes,
that's exactly how I feel right now.
That's isn't the itis the worst?
It is. Because you can't do nothing.
It's like you're in a coma. You want to get up and move.
Yeah.
But you can't. Your body will not allow you to. And that right there to me is a scary thing.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like I'm so regretting this.
Like for you to get up, it literally has to be life threatening. Somebody could be like, yo, somebody just stole your car. You're like, all right, well, I'll get it. Check it out. I'll call the police tomorrow.
I mean, I got GPS on it.
I'll get it later. What they look like. All right, we're gonna do one more. All right. I think I'm gonna do what it says. I want to do the one where it's the puppy. Let me go ahead and load this
From
up.
Brook and Jubal in the morning.
This is what?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
What is that?
The radio or the radio show? Because the radio is a device that you can listen to a lot of things on, music programs.
I know what a radio is. Why are you calling me?
Oh, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us about you. Somebody that you know very well.
Okay.
I mean, you have a puppy with her. You should know who it is.
Why are you asking all these questions?
Well, I'm asking you because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So you recently went out with Becca.
Okay. Yeah, Becca. All right.
Okay. That sounds funny to you. I don't know why. And she emailed us because she said she's been trying to get a hold of you since you guys hung out all day. You bought a puppy together. You spent the night together and then you were gone. And she doesn't know why you're not calling her back.
Okay. And now you just want to talk about this.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what's happening. She thought that I don't know that something maybe bad happened to you.
She wants to know why you're not calling her back.
Well, I mean, does that even matter?
Of course it matters.
To her?
Exactly. Does it even matter? It doesn't. The result was, I'm not talking to you anymore.
I'm gone.
No, this is the thing. Once you know they're alive, is there any more you need to talk about?
Please tell her I'm good.
Unless you have gotten an accident and lost your memory and you do not remember who I am, why else would I need to know?
Her, it matters for sure. You guys, like, you bought a puppy together.
All right. I mean, that's my thing. What do you want me to say?
What do you mean it's your thing? You stayed the night and you wrote her a note that said, "Love Ricky."
Yeah. I mean, that's the kind of guy I am. You know, you might get a puppy. You're probably going to get a puppy.
Huh?
Wait a second.
What?
I don't. All right. I mean, if you got to know, like, yeah, I like to buy girls puppies.
Wait a minute, though. That doesn't make any sense. You kept the puppy. Do you have like 80 puppies at your?
He likes to buy girls puppies. Remember that, Beans. All right. I want you to hear how diabolical this is.
House?
I don't know. It's my move. It's what you know. It's my thing. You want me to talk about it? I mean, what? You never heard of something like this?
No, I've never heard of a dude that just meets women and buys them puppies.
Of course you didn't, because it's what I do.
Okay, wait.
Okay, well, what do you do with the puppy afterwards, though? That's the question. She told us that you spent the night and then you were gone, and so was the puppy.
Yeah, I have this arrangement with my friend. He works at a pet store, you know, and if he sees me walk in with a girl at the pet store, he knows that there's a particular puppy, you know, and I give her the puppy. Works every time.
Wait, I don't get it. Works for what?
You want to pick up a girl, you give her a puppy.
It's true, I guess.
But it doesn't make any sense. You were already out to lunch with a girl before you bought the puppy. I mean, you already.
So
you know what this is.
He takes the girl out.
Yes.
They go to the pet store.
Mm-hmm.
His friend gives him a certain puppy.
The friend that works at the pet store.
Yeah. Gives him a certain puppy. She loves it. He falls for it. He gets what he wants. She's asleep. He takes the puppy back to the pet store and resets it all over again.
Yes.
This man's a genius.
This is so diabolical. I've never thought about doing anything like this.
It's like setting a trap, catching the mouse, and then going back and putting the same cheese.
You don't even and this is the thing. It'll always work because there'll always be puppies at the pet store.
Yeah.
He just gets a puppy because puppies go to whoever they're fucking hanging around. They don't like.
As soon as he put his hand up, here go to do it again.
Yeah. He the one with the treats. And he go with the dog. I got this puppy. Let me get this puppy. I just feel this connection with you. And then he gets the puppy. Girls are, and this is the thing that women don't realize. They think men are dumb. And in some areas we are.
Mm-hmm.
But in the areas of women, we're not dumb. We know exactly how to catch a woman.
Man, he's like Quagmire.
He is. With the tranquilizer darts.
Yeah, the roofie martinis.
Picked her up.
It's a first date move, though. Like, you're going to feel the deal if you give her a puppy. It works like a charm, honestly. They love it.
Oh.
So wait, you're trying to get off of puppies?
I'm not trying to. I do.
Yeah. I mean, we all.
Is it any different than getting laid off of? Listen, when I had my nephew by myself, you think I didn't take him to the mall? He was too cute not to.
Listen, even you know what works even better? My nieces, when I take them off for like ice cream and stuff, women
love it.
Oh my god,
you're such a great uncle. Are these your daughters? No, these are my nieces. I don't have
my nieces.
I don't have
any
kids yet.
kids. You know,
I just have the urge to be a father.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I like to mentor them and steer them in the right way.
Oh my god, that does it for me.
Now my problem is my nieces, they're just like me. They're a bunch of haters. So they'll sit there because once I take them to Dairy Queen and it goes and he goes, oh my god, your daughters are so cute. Yeah, I was like, yes, I know they're not my daughters or my nieces. I like to take them out. And one goes, Dad, who's this woman? Mom wouldn't like it if you talk to this woman. And I'm like, no, you little. I was like, yo, no. I said, no, she playing around. She was like, never mind. I was like, yo, I swear to God, this is not my kid.
Do not ruin this for me.
I was like, yo, this woman would not. She was like, yeah, whatever, dude.
Scumbag.
I was like, yo, I
hope you girls have a good day.
And tell your mother what your father's doing.
Yeah.
I was so mad. I was proud too at the same time.
Like,
Like,
yo,
you got me. I'm gonna knock you out, but you got me.
You definitely my family.
Only know one person that's come in contact with you, and it worked with them.
It always works.
Oh my
Dude,
Okay.
that is evil. You are using pup.
I want to say this. Women hate. One thing women can't stand is when a man has broken the code and he uses it and it works 100%. Because the one thing women all say, I'm not like other women. They all say that. And they think they're different when they're not.
That's rough, man.
And they proven it right there.
He found a life hack and they're mad.
If I wish I was 17 and could go back and hear this video.
Mm-hmm.
I would so use that.
You know what it's like? Remember that movie Hitch?
Yes.
Where he he knew that woman liked puppies, so he pretended that dude dove in the way of the cab to save the little dog.
Yeah.
And he ended up being with that woman.
Pretty much.
Puppies.
What? I mean, dudes walk dogs and they get to meet girls when they're walking the dog. I mean, I just give them the dog. I'm cutting out the walking part.
What happens to the puppy though?
You know, in the morning, I bring the dog back. I bring the dog back to the pet store. Yeah, my friend takes it back.
Genius.
What am I going to take care of this thing? You're crazy. Bring it back.
But Ricky, do you understand what you're doing? Like, you're doing more than just getting laid. Like, you.
He's not doing anything that is actually hurting anybody. It's not hurting the dog. The dog gets to get out that damn pet store for a day, right? Get some loving from a girl and him. The girl has a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes on about his day and gives the dog back. What's wrong? This is my thing, ladies. As much as y'all love fantasies and y'all read these fantasy books and try to imagine how Rico Suave would have you on the Eiffel Tower on a full moon and all that, why can't you just accept a good experience?
The problem is with those fantasies, you don't get a happily ever after. That's the problem they have with it.
With the books or with this?
With this.
Okay, but this is the thing though. In a fantasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're living out a fantasy, there's so much dopamine getting put out in your body because you're just enjoying yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. You're chasing the dopamine. He's giving you such a great experience that you're chasing it again. And he doesn't give you it again. It's like a crackhead. He gives you this new thing hitting the streets. Here, try it. You do it, and they said you're cut off. You'll never get it again.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that to me?
You're roping these women into believing that you want to have a future with them.
Whatever. If we went out to dinner, am I making a commitment to eat dinner with you for the rest of my life?
No, but you're not taking care of dinner for the rest of your life together it's joint custody of a puppy.
Come on, if you believe that we're going to have a whole life together just because I gave you a puppy. I mean, honestly, that's really stupid.
As much as I feel bad for the women he's doing this with, it is kind of true.
His only mistake right now is that he's telling what he's doing.
But they don't know. But I mean, the world doesn't know who he is.
That's true.
They just know his name is Paul, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
I even forgot his name already.
Oh my God, now you're calling her dumb?
I mean, come on. You just meet this guy and the first day you're like making plans for the rest of your life based on a puppy. I mean, you have to be a moron.
Now look, women, I don't care what y'all say. Women can lie at their ass. This is how they think. If you give them one good experience, they're already thinking about babies. They're already thinking about, oh, I'll marry this man. We're gonna have this type of house. I'm gonna cook him breakfast. I'm gonna do this. That's how they think. They're not living in the present. This is one day. They're not living in the fact that there's people in humanity that are liars.
That's it.
They want to live in the fantasy world, so they accept the fantasy. And when the fantasy is ripped up from them and they're pushed back into the street of reality, they don't know how to deal with it.
They need to go back and get that fix.
That's it. So when women say, I just want you to be real with me, I want you to tell me the truth, they're lying. They don't want you to tell your truth. They want you to tell them their truth, which is the fantasy.
Whoa, Ricky, after that, I would like to tell you that somebody wants to talk to you because Becca is on the other line and she just heard everything you said.
Now watch the master work.
Ricky, are you kidding me? Is that true, everything you just said right now?
Wait, what? What's going on?
Ricky, stop playing stupid. I just heard everything you said to these guys.
Wait, what exactly did you hear?
I heard that you buy puppies to get girls into bed with you.
No, that's not exactly what I said. So
that sounds like it was exactly.
He throws the frisbee of doubt into the mix.
What you said, Ricky.
Ricky, you cannot backpedal on this, man.
No, I think you just like missed something or whatever. I mean, yeah, I buy girls puppies, but like those just stuffed animals. Like I bought you a real puppy, you know? You're the only one, honestly, you're the only one I've met that's special enough that I wanted to get a real puppy for, you know?
Now he hits her with the compliments.
Laying the mag down.
He's laying the groundwork. Give her doubt. Throw compliments out there to her to confuse her.
Freaking liar.
Ricky,
No, I'm
Ricky,
serious.
I don't think
those other girls, like they just get, you know, a little teeny stuffed dog or whatever. It's nothing. They meant nothing to me.
That's bull. I just heard you say that you have a friend at a pet store and he gives you a puppy to give to girls.
No. I said that my friend's at the pet store, but I had to get the dog, its shots. That's
Oh,
why I
really,
took
Ricky?
the dog back to him.
So if she went back to that same pet store where you got the puppy to begin with, that same puppy wouldn't be at the pet store right now?
No, it's getting its shots.
Of course it would be.
So I can have. Why don't we go out? Let's go out Friday, and I'll bring the puppy.
Ricky,
it should have all the shots by then.
Come on, man. Be honest.
I'm being honest.
No, you're not, Ricky. I literally just heard you say that anybody who believes you is a total moron.
Now let's be honest with this. Do you think she wants honesty?
No.
She wants the fantasy. So he's going to give it to her. Fuck what everybody else saying. The announcers and all them. This is what she wants.
No. I mean, that was the other girls. Like, you're not that. You're special. That's why I got you a real dog.
Now, that's another point. Women hate to be grouped with everybody else. They want to feel special. So as long as you tell them, you're different. You're different than everybody else. They tend to be like, you're right. Because that's how they feel. I'm different than everybody.
I'm not lying. You're just like misunderstanding.
Oh my gosh, Ricky.
When we were having lunch, and I don't know, just do you remember the conversation we were having, the way we were vibing, the way we were talking about, like, I don't know, like we have this chemistry. You have to admit, it's just.
Now he goes and says all he's doing is playing off of what she already felt. For you to call the radio station to find this guy to figure out why he didn't answer. Clearly, she had an enjoyable time.
And she still wants you.
Exactly. So he says, well, remember the chemistry we have? Because she believes they have chemistry. No, women, sometimes, just like guys, where we think things are good, chemistry is a two-way street. You might think we're having a great time, and I'm like, this is so boring.
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa. Women, so don't think because you're having a good time, ladies, that the man is having a good time. He hasn't had his fun time yet.
Just something between us. That's what I was trying to say. Like, and that's why I bought you the dog. Like, it's an instant connection, and I just wanted to give you a dog. So,
Look, I don't know if I believe you.
It's starting to break down. Got her. He's breaking her down.
What do you mean you don't know?
You don't know. Did you hear everything?
And of course, you got the cock blocker girl who sees what it is, and she just refuses for her girl to go out there like that.
Everything Ricky said, Becca.
I don't know. I mean,
Becca, just listen to me. Like, I don't know exactly what I said before. Like, I was getting a little flustered. Like, maybe on the radio, and things are getting confused. Like, if anything came out like the wrong way, like, I'm sorry. I know things can get misconstrued. Like, I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you how much I care about you. So
shut up. He's good, dude.
Let's just try to like move past this, and like I said, let's get together Friday, and I'll take you out to dinner.
Gross.
I just want to make sure that you're not lying to me.
No, Becca, he is lying to you. He's a con artist. Do not listen to him right now. I know you want to be in love, girl. I know you want that whole day to be true and the puppy love and all
Becca,
that stuff. It's
don't
not.
listen to them.
Now you know what? Now it's not just about getting. Now it's about
women
beating both of them.
Oh, you talking about him?
Yeah, he's trying to beat that girl on the radio. He's like, no, I'm gonna get her.
Well, see, the problem is the woman that's on the radio don't even realize the more you're telling her not to do this, the more you're getting him the power.
Yep.
You're letting him. You say, I would say, stop. Say, hold up. Just think for a second. Forget what he's telling you. Think for a second for yourself. The problem is some of these women who are so low self-esteem, they're bad decision makers. A lot of women are scared of making decisions.
How about think about it, Becca? Why would I want to be with you?
Exactly. You're so funny. You just, you know what I mean? You're always a fun time. And
why would I just
watch
leave?
how he finishes it off.
To them. I'll see you Friday. I'll pick you up, and then we can go get Sprinkles. And like, you know Sprinkles' face when she sees you, like she's gonna freak out. It's gonna be awesome.
He's already laying. He's laying the fantasy. We're gonna meet up Friday. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna see Sprinkles. She's gonna enjoy and freak out because she's seen you, and we're gonna have a great time. She gonna be like, okay, that does sound like that would be a good time to do.
Yeah, I mean, that does sound kind of nice.
Bam.
Oh my God, my head is gonna explode.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Like I said, she's getting her shots, and she's gonna be so excited to see her mommy. So it'll be fun.
Gross, dude.
Oh my God! All
You
right,
are
well,
so gross, Ricky.
let me officially ask Ricky: would you like to go out on a second date with Becca? We will pay for it.
We're gonna pay. No way.
Yeah, of course. I mean, let's just go one more time, and I can prove to you that I'm a good guy and that I really care about you.
Now watch this.
Gross.
We did have an amazing time on that date.
I know, we did.
Oh God.
All right.
You are the most
Well-
beautiful woman on the planet.
I guess it's a successful second date update.
Now watch how he says this up though.
Congratulations, Becca! You got a second date with Ricky.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
Becca-
actually I think is a pretty impressive feat. It doesn't sound like a lot of girls get another shot with Ricky.
Oh my God, I'm so excited, guys. I really am.
All right. Well,
Yes, is-
you guys have fun. And I guess, Ricky, the next thing for you to do is get on the phone with your friend and make sure that Sprinkles is still there.
Yeah.
Sprinkles is there.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Now that is true manipulation. And it's actually exactly.
I bow
We
to
bow to you, man.
I bow to a scale greater than my own.
Listen, any man who watches this video can learn a lot.
Oh,
young
my
man,
God.
it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove. What I mean by that is show the little razzle dazzle to the women, show them an experience, show them making them feel special, and you got her.
That's it.
You got her. It doesn't even matter
You remember the good times we had? I mean,
you remember that one thing you told me? The one secret that you
Yeah,
said
yeah.
you just you felt this is when you know you got her. When you tell her, when she says, I don't even know why I'm telling you this because I just feel so comfortable with you. Yo, once she says I feel comfortable with you,
it's over.
It's over. It's at your whim what you want to do. Do you want to go ahead and put it out of its misery? Or do you want to go ahead and let him live? That's it. Well, on that note, Christmas is coming up. Christmas Eve coming up. Today's the Monday. And I hope everybody has an enjoyable Merry Christmas over here at the Social Norm. Me and Beans, we appreciate everybody who's always rock with us in 2024.
Yes.
We're gonna keep going strong, keep doing this. We got to really put it in hyperdrive and figure this thing on out.
I'm actually excited for the new year.
You are?
Because the first few weeks of the new year for the last couple of years something has always happened.
What do you mean?
Something like in the media, in the world. Something
crazy.
Crazy has always. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, I believe they kicked it off years ago
when they slapped the shit out of Chris Rock.
Way even before that, when the whole
August
Alsina thing,
yeah,
they kicked it off years ago. And
something's coming around the corner.
Yeah, I'm like,
and we'll be ready for it. We'll be ready to talk about it, y'all. Yeah. All right. I got you a gift. I'm gonna let you open it later when you go home.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you think about it.
All right.
I'll be expecting my gift.
It had to be Friday. I'm sorry.
He didn't give me shit. Y'all.
I did. Because you know what? He told me weeks ago.
Yeah, I did kind of pre-warn him.
I was like, oh, that's right. I left it in my house. I'll never bring.
I think this is a funny thing. What I got you, you probably won't use regularly. But when you go on vacation, you'll use it. You'll know what I'm saying when you open it up. All right. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This my man Beans.
Y'all have a good week.
Merry
and
motherfucking
Merry
Christmas,
yeah.
dude. And a happy motherfucking New Year.
That's got to be racist.
Daddy.